Zed Seselja, Liberal Senator, joins me now. Is that right? Does he have a time limit?
Look, I wouldn't be putting those kind of time limits. I think what the Prime Minister said, I think in an interview last night, where he said the wood is on him to perform. Of course it is. It's always on not just the Prime Minister but his entire team to perform. So I'm not going to engage in those kind of deadlines. I'm pleased with how the vote went. I'm pleased with, I think, the messages that came from the Prime Minister both before and after that vote. And obviously now it is the task for the PM and the government to make sure that things do improve. There are a lot of things that we've done well. There are a lot of things the government has done very well. But clearly there are a number of areas where the public and some members of our own team are saying we have to do a lot better.
And the party itself, you say you're pleased with the result, but 4 out of 10 in the party room voted for a leadership spill without another candidate.
Sure, well I think the Prime Minister described that as a shot across his bow. I think that's a fair comment. I think that many of those who did vote for the spill will be pleased that the message has been sent and that the Prime Minister is listening to that, will take that on. I think absolutely he does need to. There are a range of things I think we do need to improve, notwithstanding that we've achieved a lot in a relatively short space of time. So yeah, there are some challenges there. These weeks are not good weeks for us, but the way to respond to these things, of course, is not to get into more internal division or more navel-gazing. The way to respond to these things is to get on with the job that we've asked the Prime Minister to do and that the public has elected him to do.
So you believe he will be given clear air by his critics from here on forward?
That's my expectation, and I believe that is absolutely the fair thing to do. When you've got a Prime Minister who has taken us over a number of years from some of our most difficult times to a pretty resounding election win, then notwithstanding any errors that may have been made, and we all acknowledge there's been errors, notwithstanding that, I think he absolutely deserves that. I think that when the Australian people have elected you to govern, yeah, you'll go through some bad polls, particularly when you're trying to fix a real mess, as we are. I think he absolutely deserves that chance, given what he's been able to achieve.
The Prime Minister told the party room that he's hopeless at fighting Liberals, but he's fantastic at fighting Labor, and he wants the opportunity to do that. But isn't being the Prime Minister about a whole lot more than just fighting the opposition?
Well, look, fighting Labor and the ideas that they have is a big part of his job. It is about running the country, but of course Labor Party are trying to stop him from fixing a lot of things. So fighting Labor is absolutely central to governing in the national interest, to fixing the budget mess that we were left with. I think Tony Abbott's right on that. He doesn't want to fight his own colleagues. He does want to take on Bill Shorten and the Labor Party. He does want to fix the mess that they left, and as has been pointed out...
Okay, I'm going to...